Welcome back. Today we're talking about what your legal options are if you're a victim of scams. Now, the Federal Trade Commission says online romance scams are growing. Last year, that type of fraud hit a record high with people reporting $547 million in losses. The FTC says the average person lost $2,400. Tulsa attorney Alexis Gardner joins us today to tell us if we can get any of that money back. Good morning, Alexis.
Good morning, Tess.
Thank you for being here.
And thank you. And unfortunately, you are SOL if you've sent money overseas. And usually it is scams coming from overseas. After the fact, right, you can file a police report, you can report it to the Cyber Intelligence Integration Center and work with the FBI to try to react to it. But once you've sent your money, it is gone, and you shouldn't be sending money to anyone you don't know. If it sounds too good to be true, it is.
Right, so legally, really not much you can do because you don't know where that money's going.
No, you don't. And a lot of these scams get very technical and advanced. And so by the time you realize you've been scammed, they are already on to the next victim.
Yeah, so basically you can't sue that person.
Oh no, if you can even find them.
Yeah, good luck with that. All right, let's talk about people having their identities stolen. What are some of the legal options there? What kind of paperwork and documentation needed?
Well, I've been a victim of identity theft myself, and you'd almost rather be punched in the face. It is such a long-lasting thing that has these horrible effects on your credit and whatnot. I mean, you report it to the police, you get a police report, you send that police report to all the different credit bureaus as well as any other companies or banks that they've taken out lines of credit in your name, and hope that the bank or whatever company will forgive that. The best thing to do is lock down your credit. If you aren't going to be buying a house anytime soon or a car or plan to take out lines of credit, you can easily lock down your credit to where you're alerted if a line of credit is taken out in your name, and it's so easy to lift it. Specifically, if you have children, many people post on Facebook like Julie Jocelyn Jones, born February 13th of 2022, and all they need is that information as well as the mother's maiden name to take out a line of credit. And nobody knows until the child's 18, right, and they go to get their first credit card that, oh, you have all these lines of credit already out in your name. So I strongly recommend locking down children's credit.
Well, and maybe also your social media and how much you share on there as well, because if all it takes is the name and the maiden name, you're in trouble.
Oh, absolutely. People share way too much on social media, but those are the times we live in.
Agreed. Well, how much easier is it to take legal action against someone who scams you in person? And why? Is that because you know who it is?
Potentially, but if they've already conned and manipulated you into giving them money in the first place, then they probably have gone through great lengths to hide their identity, so you think you know where they live or who their family is, and you actually don't. And many times there's numerous individuals involved in these scams, so you think you can go through this person that has the connection to them, and that person's disappeared as well. But like I said, the Cyber Intelligence Integration Center with the FBI is who you would work with. But the better thing to do is not to send any money in the first place.
Yeah, well, I kind of feel like the underlying message here is maybe trust your gut and don't trust a lot of people, especially if you've never seen their face.
Yes, absolutely. And especially, like you said, with romance, you know, you want to help someone that you feel that you love. And if it comes to someone who is overseas and they're saying, you know, send me this money for a plane ticket or money for a visa, you can pay for those things directly through like the U.S. government website, and then you know exactly where your money's going. And chances are, if it is a scam, then they're not going to want you to send your money there because it doesn't benefit them.
Absolutely. Great advice. Thank you so much, Alexa Gardner. We appreciate you being here with us today.
Thank you, Tess. Always a pleasure.